class of 1965. He was a 4-year starter in basketball, baseball, and football, leading Cardinal Newman to conference championships in all 3 sports in 1965. He was the starting shortstop on the baseball team with a batting average over 300. He scored touchdowns as a quarterback, wide receiver, punt returner. He also scored Cardinal Newman's first ever varsity football touchdown. His true area of expertise, if that wasn't enough, was basketball. He scored over 1,500 points and averaged 20 points a game in a 4-year Cardinal Newman basketball career. He was first team Columbia all-area basketball for 3 out of his 4 years. He was a Columbia Tip-Off Club All-Star in 1964, 65, and he was an outstanding player for that same Tip-Off Club in the same year. He was the leading scorer for the South team in the North-South All-Star game, which at that time was a huge game. He was the first South Carolinian ever recruited by Coach McGuire to the University of South Carolina, and he played for Coach McGuire subsequently after that. It is my honor to induct into the Cardinal Newman Athletic Hall of Fame Dr. Hank Martin.
Thank you so much. I want to take up where Joe and Fred left off. That July before we started that first football season, it was much like, actually the 4 years was much like Easter. There was a lot of suffering and sacrifice and difficulties, and there wasn't much glory for quite a while, but Marty Wilbright's here. His father, he's going to be mentioned quite a few times because he was out here on a backhoe that we borrowed to move dirt so that we could have a field. He actually got thrown off the backhoe. I was lucky that he didn't lose his life then. But anyway, we practiced on a dirt field. And we did get that locker room built. We had a lot of staph infections because of the dirt and the sweat. And it was also a very scary time. It was a very humble beginning, and I was so scared getting behind center. There was only one person more scared than I was, and that was my mother. And she was a very prayerful person, but during those times, her prayer life grew by leaps and bounds. But it was, I was very proud that that humble group that had never played organized sports with the leadership of Cecil Wilbright and, like he said, Grady Wallace, molded us so that we won those 4B class championships. And I'm telling you, they were very good teams and very good coaches in that public school league. We never expected to do that. I have to mention Mark Takak. He picked up a loose ball in the lane and with about 5 seconds left hit a shot to beat University High to put us in the championship, which we actually won. So it was a great effort by a lot of people. And I'll tell you what sports has done for me at Cardinal Newman. When we would go to Aiken to play St. Angela's, and we'd get home right around midnight, I knew that I had to have my Latin homework translated for 8 o'clock class with Father Tobias. And I knew I had to have my biology work done for Miss Caloy. And that served me very well, that discipline in college and medical school, and actually through life. And actually what Father said today is very appropriate. God gives us all these things, and accolades are fine. They're nice to talk about and think about. But what really matters is what we learn from these relationships. And, you know, we don't learn religion in religion class. We get our faith from the guidance of people like my mother and my grandmother and the teachers we had, the nuns who made such a great effect on us. So my appreciation is for what I got that I could give also to my children. So I appreciate the honor and the time to talk about Cardinal Newman right from the ground floor up. Thank you.